Hello everyone, my name is Cosmina PAUL. The title of my presentation is called The Co-Creation Results in Developing a New Technology for Home Care and Support in Dementia Prevention. I will discuss about our inquiry into the relevance of a new care monitoring system. What are the preferred features, the needs and the requirements of the beneficiaries, be they older adults over 65 years and older, or their next of kin. I'm going to present to you these research results and how the gerontographic segmentation helps in categorizing these requirements, and how this make the whole quest to end in a modular device, because different categories of people would prefer and have different needs and requirements. That is of relevance to us because there are new business models in health and care which show that the remote sensor technologies or environmental sensors are serving as prompts to domiciliary care services. And that shows that these systems, which are based on sensors, have a higher rate of acceptability among older adult population. And it is way easier to adopt these remote technologies. And it also showed that these sensor-based monitoring systems, on the other hand, also support professional caregivers to scale up their businesses. So if generally they are designed to trigger emergency alarms, and this alarm feature is of relevance to everyone, we can see also other needs and requirements based on the gerontographic segmentation. So first, let me introduce you to what is gerontographic segmentation. That is to categorize the people aged 65 and over based on their physical and psychological status. So we can have 4 categories: those who are physically and psychologically well, or physically and psychologically unwell, or those who are either physical or psychological unwell. The survey which we are going to talk about has been conducted in 4 European countries: Romania, Switzerland, Portugal, and Denmark. And that was the sample was of 202 adults, and not surprisingly for the research, of those sampled, the adoption of the technology which supports independence at home and quality of living was low. 76% of people did not adopt any technology, and from those who did, smartphones and computers are the most common adopted technologies. What would be the takeaway? In the beginning, I can talk generally speaking. It's about the fact that this is an important takeaway, maybe the most important, that some features are more relevant than others based on the physical and psychological status of the beneficiary. Yeah? We have to take into account always when developing technology that people which exhibit different physical or psychological characteristics would have different needs and requirements. We know that alarm is by far the star feature of the A4A solution, and that matters a lot in fall prevention and in intervention. Then we have the notification feature, for example, that one gets out of bed at a specific time, and identifying mental problems. These are of relevance for the large majority. So we can see that the importance of mental problems have significantly increased in the late years. We also, in relation to the next of kin, we saw that worries related to the safeness, mental problems, cognitive decline, and nutrition and dehydration are moderately correlated to the relevance of monitoring systems which are remote. So based on this gerontographic segmentation, we have concluded that those who are that for alarm is of importance to all, as I have already said, and that for those who are psychologically unwell, the monitoring of the functional and cognitive decline is of much importance. And only after that, on the same level of importance, it stays notification and the identification of activities of daily living. For example, the control on-off control of the device is important only for those who are independent, who independently live, those who are physically and psychologically well. So we see that for those physical and psychologically well as for those physically and psychologically unwell, the identification of mental problems is of importance, while for those who are either physically unwell or psychologically unwell, the notification function and the monitoring of the activities of daily living in the case of those who are psychologically unwell is of high relevance. Thank you very much for watching us, and I hope to contribute to the Q&A section.